What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. I'm Accidental Grenade, and we are back for some more BetRivers Poker action. We're just kind of not going after this one. 7-4. I have nothing. I'm still not going to bluff. Wow, 10-6. One of the few hands that like somehow misses all this, even though we block. I don't know. Probably should have found a bet somewhere in there, but we didn't. And we lose a small pot, which is significant here. Deep in this satellite, we have locked up $16.20. $200 tickets up for grabs, though. In the Grant, we see jacks lose to aces. Here, we're basically tied for second. Don't raise. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they folded. That's amazing for us. Still, it's likely to come down to like one big pot here. Given the quickness with which they jammed, I'm glad I didn't just ship it there or like even raise. So I thought about raising with the 6-3-0 just to try to steal. Hoping for a cooler between these two, so that we don't even have to fight for chips. If it's just cooler and the bigger stack wins, that'd be glorious. King 4. Real quick, first we're gonna be all in here in the brawl PKO with ace queen. We folded our king 4. Up here in the Grant, we're gonna raise our ace jack after a limp. They're gonna have a lot of king X, unfortunately, when they limp and then call. Now they're gonna have some pocket pairs. They're gonna jam here with ace 9. We don't really want the smoke. You're gonna ace 9. They got ace 9 here. Ace 9, we jam. Big stack is in the tank. Maybe they fold ace 10. Be wonderful for us. All right, they do fold whatever it was. Blinds go up on our big blind, which is a bit of a piss off. Check my 8-5 suited. Huh. Fold. Don't catch much of a piece of that to want to do anything with. Ace 9 diamonds, a slam dunk jam. Blind versus blind here, we're all in. Getting it through. Hold the 6 high. We will play some cube sit goes. I might wait until after the break because we are, playing three-handed. We do play a lot of hands here, and we want to focus on these satellite hands rather than add a cube sit and go into the mix as well. Any walks? We'd love a walk. We would. A limp we'll settle for. Not a raise, so now you're gonna have a lot of this garbage when you limp. We are gonna fold the gutter. Chips just too precious. King Jack of Diamonds gonna be a jam. Man, ace 8 is so weird in this spot. Get him! Damn it. I don't know, maybe our ace-8 was behind. Maybe they actually had something very strong there. We're never gonna know. Or do so. You've given a walk before, Sean. How about this one? What a fold, Sean. Just go ahead and fold. All right, fine. All of they 7 suited. Do you think I sold them all? Fold the Jack 10. This will be our big blind. Come on, baby. Hook a brother up. 850. Get him, Sean. Well, Sean didn't automatically fold. Get him, Sean. Damn it. Damn it. I'm mad. King 4, we're gonna fold. Fold, Sean. Can't do it. Tank and gas with it. Well, they were a waste of time. Oh, but she was wrong. Ugh. Don't jam. Fuck you. Down in Panama. For 7, we're gonna jam a King 4 here. Don't do it, Sean. No, Sean. Live cards with a king and a 4 live. King or a 4. We got a 4. Hold. No ace, no 10. Woo! Lucky me. FM down. Still alive for the ticket here, folks. It's the only logical reason. In the Hooters parking lot, the waitress wanna check with a heart on the first ring when I gave her a call. Pocket kings to finish it off. We're gonna try King versus 10-9 suited, 78% here to walk away with a $100 ticket. Fading straight outs. They don't make a straight. We get a $100 ticket. Let's go. Ticket acquired for 10 bones. Take that. We'll jump into a cube sit and go here. If you notice a little bit different sound on the keyboard, because I got a new mechanical keyboard. It's a Keychron K10HE. And I like it. I'm gonna raise not all in, disgusting, but I guess I'm gonna fold. Ace 5 here. Creeping up my spine, yeah. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. It's limp here. Or complete, I should say. Our eights will bet. We'll bet again. Huh. Fine, I suppose. You just have better than me all the time here. You don't bluff. Queen 5 will fold. Just like that. Yeah, we're all in here with ace 8. Don't certainly love it, but we're all in. Certainly not a huge fan. Thank you for the good luck, Emiliano. Who does make the call? Up against 6-5 suited, we got 58%. Hold. Nice. Up here, we see the 8-5, double through the king 7. Yes, that was all in pre the 8-5 for some reason. 9-3 offsuit. Could we get like anything that's like actually like decent versus the guy who will call off any 2 cards? Well, it doesn't. It's not really indicative when he's got ace king in the big blind. But you saw the last hand. How king 8 gets there on the river. I pretty much got to jam this hand unless it's real hot trash. I would not say this qualifies as hot trash, so we will be all in here. With pocket kings. It's a paired board and there's an ace on there. What the fuck? Ace 8 makes a boat. And you have one of my kings. What the hell just happened? Oh, we got a 25% back. I'll tell you, that's what the hell just happened. That's what the hell just happened. That was a ticket too, so we just basically get 250. So we used a ticket to get into that one from previous Cube Sit and Go adventures here on BetRivers. I got the S&G Startup Plus. If you play 5 tournaments at a stake, you get a ticket to the highest stake that you play. So I play the $10 usually. If you played the $25, you would get a $25 ticket. I typically play the 10s though. We will be getting into more tournaments when we come back from the break. For now, we're going to jump into the $20 uppercut PKO. Jack 4 here. Now we're drawing a 2-pair of the flush or the straight. Oh my gosh, really? You have a flush? I can't fold in case they just have like a jack or 2-pair. I was gonna say that's pretty ballsy on the 3 to the flush for the straight board to go after it like that, but they went after us. We rivered the straight, however. Just got married to 2-pair. I was just thinking, I wouldn't think that the flush draw would play it that way. They were playing like they had a very strong hand on the turn. So the only strong hand that, like, there were no strong hands that had us beat unless they had like the straight or like 2-pair and also 2 hearts, which is like pretty impossible. They had like 7-4, I guess, and already had the straight. Oh, we're ahead of pretty much everything except ace highs. Ace high, a lot of ace highs I expect to raise pre. Yeah, we're just ahead a lot of the time here. Chip leading in the uppercut after a nice big pot right away there with the straight over 2-pair. Over here we raised king 8 pre-flop. We'll still see bet on 10-9-5 rainbow. Not my favorite flop though, and certainly not my favorite when they decide to check raises. I don't know if that's a flop we ever check back on. Maybe at some frequency. Yeah. Three betting here, and we're getting cold 4-bet in the uppercut PKO. I go ahead and call Queen Jack suited, but we're gonna fold the Queen 10 suited to the cold 4. Cold 4 is super fucking strong. Super duper fucking strong to see that. Let the fear take the wheel and steer. Haunting mass appeal. Check turn. Gotta try to trap here a little bit, I think, even though it makes us not able to get all the chips in for a bounty, probably. Now we're gonna jam. That's exactly what I was hoping for. It's exactly what I was hoping for. The flush over flush. 8-Ball was doing some research this weekend and had a question: when in Scranton, is pizza by Alfredo really that much better than Alfredo's pizza? Sources say no. Alfredo's pizza at least holds a candle, according to Accidental Bot. Not a real Scranton head, the bot, it would seem. My life is found. I don't know, we chop with other queens. Yeah, they just always have it. I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, they just bet it's got to be an ace high flush draw that hit the ace on the river or a 7. And it just is. Like I can fold so many hands on this website, I swear to God. I just need the strength to do it. It's okay. We shouldn't be complaining too much. We lost a few chips off of our nice chip lead stack here. We've got 2 bounties locked up already, so 50% of our buy-in recouped and a great position. Let's keep it going here in the $20 uppercut PKO, but let's stop making those calls as well. 2 things can be true, right? We can have a great stack and we can have made a mistake in that hand. We're not getting woe is me, but yeah, I got a new Thacky keyboard. Listen to the dulcet tones. Yeah. Would you choose water over wine? On the wheel and drive. Oh man, nice hand. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll check call a bet here, potentially, depending on sizing. Check. I'm gonna try to bluff here. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but versus a casual player, this might still work. Versus like, and they assume we have like an 8, even though like they have way more 8s than us. We're gonna fold out there like ace jack, ace 10, queen jack, all that stuff that has us beat, and it works. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for being here. More BetRivers Poker. Uppercut PKO. We'll be jumping into the Benjamin Cube Sit and Goes and more when we return. I'll see you soon. All right, folks, we're back. We're coming back to the best hand in poker. Pocket aces here to start in the uppercut PKO. Even this deep with bounty in play, we're gonna try to keep the bounty in here. We're gonna call rather than 4-bet, and then we will check to the, or well, actually the aggressor gets stacked first. Just go ahead and jam. That works for me. Aces versus ace king on the 4-4-10 flop. 98% on the flop, 100% by the turn there, and we take down a nice spot. Extending our chip lead even further, 210 big blinds to our name here. And down here we've jammed king jack offsuit, less than 7 bigs in the brawl PKO. This is the $10. Getting some spots ready. We're probably not going to enter the Benjamin right away upon registration opening, because we have the ticket. We don't get the benefit from registering early since we're registering with a ticket, I think, and it's not at any risk of not running. So we'll enter just a little bit later, not a ton, not a ton. And more cubes in goes. That's what the doctor ordered. Good evening to you. How was Christmas last week? Christmas was good. Good family time. Yeah, too early to ask how poker's treating me. It's true. Last but not least, 2025 almost in the books. How did poker treat me in 2025? Pretty well. I made some good profit on BetRivers. Won a trophy. I got to play some awesome run good events and get more reps in live. I feel a lot more comfortable in live poker. Unfortunately, in the small sample of live poker that I did get to play, I didn't run super hot. I had some great spots in those run good series and lost like some just massive flips, big spots, like to be like have a really nice stack heading into the bubble, but couldn't quite get there. Yeah, overall, I think poker continued to treat me exceedingly well. I think poker has treated me well, just from, I mean, and let alone the fact that I got to partner up with BetRivers. That's not even related to like the game itself, but just the fact that poker brought me to this partnership with BetRivers, which has been awesome. Rolling with pocket nines here. At risk versus ace 10, we're flipping. We hold for a double in the brawl PKO. And then last but not least, what are you looking forward to in 2026 for poker? I have some things planned in the pipeline for 2026 in poker. One of them will be sort of unveiled to you guys in due time, which I'm pretty excited about. Should be a cool little, a new type of venture for me as a content creator. Nothing insane. Don't get super pogged up or anything, but it's something that does excite me and interest me for sure. And then a couple other little things as well. I'm really excited to see where BetRivers goes. They I don't think they would mind me saying this. It doesn't reveal anything, but they came to me and asked me just basically to list the things that I thought were and I won't share this with you, unfortunately, because I don't want to get any hopes up if they can't deliver. But BetRivers personnel came to me and asked me to list things that I thought were like the highest priority of things to develop or things to offer players in the coming year. And it was just really cool that they came to me for that opinion, because they know that I talk to you guys and listen to you guys all the time. And if you know me, you know that I really sat and thought about what I thought those things should be and what I thought was most important and what I had heard from all of you and stuff like that. And some of it came very naturally to me because I'm constantly thinking about all that stuff. But some of it I had to think about, and I think I delivered a pretty good list for them. And I hope they're able to deliver on that stuff. And I'm very optimistic that they are able to deliver on a lot of the stuff that I said I thought was important, because they've delivered on a lot of cool stuff so far. So I think I think they're doing great stuff and listening to the people, and I felt honored and privileged. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see where that stuff goes and what happens there. We raised pocket kings and got it through here. We are in our first paid cube sit and go here. We're going to complete with the 8-6 offsuit, and we're going to bet one here. Then fold. Maybe we shouldn't lead when this is a 4 out of 3 on the board, because when they check back, they're gonna hit that board like a lot more often than, if we had raised and they called, etc., etc. But it's close, but we're gonna jam. I think we could min raise as well. Yeah. Well, in hindsight, I certainly wish me min raise, but we're just gonna hit a 4 instead. Or an 8 or a 3 for a chop. 9's not gonna do it. All right. Well. Sometimes you just go a little too crazy with the ace-4, and that's okay. We'll play another one. Kings here. Normally we would raise to like maybe 5 big blinds here, but since this is the Hamilton where we know players like really hate to fold, we're gonna make it 7 bigs after 2 limps. Yep, they all fold. Can't dial that in. I swear if I make it 4 or 5, everyone calls. Kings and 10s with a queen kicker. Jack, Jack 9. I'll happily check and win. Yay! You have once in a lifetime gloating opportunities against your best friend in fantasy football. That is hard to pass up. I understand. We flatted ace 10 suited here after a raise from under the gun. So he's here in the $50 grant with 9-7 suited. Big blind defense. We jam jacks, called by 9 deuce suited here. Wow, what a flop for 9 deuce of diamonds. Good God, we survive. Holy hell. They're not supposed to flop 46% equity without like hitting. Like, they're not just supposed to be able to flop that type equity against my jacks. Like, period. Get out of here. All right, we're heads up with the chip lead. Time's forever frozen still. Top and bottom pair here. $83% to win it. Come on, baby. Nice. All right, 10 spins and becomes 25. We'll play a third one here. Up here, we've got pocket fours. By the way, if it seems like I'm on the wrong table more often than usual tonight or something, it's because I bought a new keyboard and I'm ghost clutching my old hotkeys. My hotkeys are now on the Stream Deck. I'm actually getting another like little macro pad to use for hotkeys. Wow, really? All right, we'll fold our fours, I suppose. Sad to let the fours go, but we will. But I'm like ghost clutching my old hotkeys, and like it's taking me a second to like develop new. It's gonna take me more than a second. It's gonna take me a few weeks probably to develop new muscle memory. We want throwable poop. We don't need chat. Throwable poop would be amazing. Throwables I think are something that are on their radar probably. I think chat won't happen as long as anonymous avatars are a thing. I don't think having chat, like freeform chat while having anonymous avatars, makes a lot of sense. Like, because you would give away your anonymity pretty quick. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe there is still like, you know, you could play a different character every time or something like that. But to me, it seems silly to have chat while having anonymity. Overbet bluffing river here. Got pretty much the nut low. Actually, I do have the exact nut low, right? Because 3-5 is a straight. Did we see what like 5-bet with when we folded fours? Not everybody folded, right? That's crazy. That person like cold 4-bet or cold 3-bet and then folded. Yeah, I don't know. Close one, but we'll call the ace-9 here. What up, AR Jeff? Welcome, sir. Ace-9 versus king-5. How was your 2025? My Rivers sock brother. Sock brother! That's almost as good as Eskimo brothers. I mean, I got socks, man. How much better could it get? 2025. I mean, honestly, like I sort of sandbag it because I don't know. I don't always like to like talk about myself or brag or whatever. But like I mean, I'm so fortunate, so fucking fortunate to be able to continue to do to be compensated for making this content and to work with BetRivers, to work to now with Poker News as well. I mean, it was Poker News first, then BetRivers, but you know what I mean. I've met a lot of cool people. I've gotten to do a lot of cool things, and I think more opportunities are still on the way. I'm going to keep working and fighting for them and trying to make good and increasingly improving content all the time. I don't know, 2026 could be the year. The thing I'm looking forward to most is all the opportunities and seeing where BetRivers goes and takes me and takes the community and all that kind of stuff. I got some cool stuff in the works, but the thing I would say is I'm hopeful that maybe if the right opportunity comes along, that 2026 could be the year where I make the jump into being in the poker industry being my full-time role. I don't know if that means if I'll be able to make enough, you know, in a content creation role to make it work, or if I'll maybe have to pivot to more of like a poker industry role. But I think it could be the move. It could be the time. I don't know, but you know me, I've been very cautious about this throughout, so we're What about jamming deuces here? We love when they fold because we flip at best, obviously. Or we always flip essentially, right? Or we flip at best, I guess, because they can have a higher pair. King Jack suited gonna be all in here. Got the initiative now. Got the chip lead, almost like 1.75 to 1. 10-5 ain't it though. Overall though, 2025 has been great. My daughter's amazing. I was able to mostly work from home still for 2025. I'm in the office 1 day a week now. Healthy, family's healthy. I'm probably up at, like a month ago, I would have said I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. Then I went and played a bunch of live poker, and then I did not get back on the horse throughout the holidays. So I've let myself go for about a month. But I still do think I'm pretty much in the best, definitely in the best cardio shape I've ever been, and I'm pretty close to like as strong as I've ever been as well. So like, can't complain about that. Pocket fours will stack off. They fold to us. Gonna jam a jack 3 suited. Fold the 9-3 to their jam. Blinds are high and they're overfolding, I think, so we'll jam a 10-7. Run into queens. Is like kind of bound to happen sooner or later. Unfortunately, they wake up with a big hand. Unfortunately for them, because we're gonna turn it straight and knock them out anyway. Woo! All right, 10 becomes 25 there, and we'll play a fourth one. So we're already free rolling these, I think, because we won 2 25s. Whoa, I know what Eskimo Bros are. You're saying you two have had a similar relationship with the same sock? Hey. Brothers don't sock and tell, you know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I made a joke about socks to Phil Galfond on Twitter, and it's the strangest reason I've ever had anybody follow me on Twitter, because Phil Galfond followed me back after that. I don't think he would have liked that joke though. I don't think we can go there. Mr. Galfond doesn't seem to cross the line quite that drastically. I posted that I won socks and had a really good night on BetRivers the night that I did win the socks. And then I promised him I would always deodorize them when I wear them, and he thanked me and then followed me. Can't beat your consistency, my brother. Yeah, I want to innovate a little bit more if I can. It's just hard, man. I'm tapped for energy all the fucking time. So it's hard to innovate in the content department, but I'd like to. Oh my. A limp and then a raise to 4.5, and we sit here with ace queen. Yeah, it's going in and we're ready to re-enter in the grant. We're gonna raise and fold though, and we're gonna just scoop the pot right there. Heads up here. I didn't see what happened, but we're heads up with a 2-1 chip deficit in our chip lead for our opponent. We flop top pair here. We'll jam turn. Yeah, it just felt like a draw. We're gonna hold. Been close to 6 years since I first seen you in the streets, dude. It's been a long time. I've been streaming poker consistently since freaking December of 2019, I think. Yeah. So you've been there the whole freaking shebang. I don't want to be raised off of this. We'll check. Oh, kicker issues. Got him. Just gonna jam. 7, snap us off. We've got 2 pair here. Oh, they make a set on the river. Wow, I was so ready to just count my, like, just waiting for the spin to come through for us. King 5 will jam. It is a fast spin structure for sure, but with the promo going, when they do these promos, I feel like I gotta do it. Still gotta do it. Ace 8 will call off. Ace 8 will jam when they limp. But yeah, I mean, I wanna try to innovate. I'd love to do like more like vlog style content. I'd love to do like I'd love to do like more vlog style content. I'd love to do more like long form content, but it's really tough with I mean, my days are like wall to wall as is a lot of the time. Ace Jack versus Queen 10. The win. Gotta fade spades as well. Yikes, man. All right. We had this guy a couple of different ways, and poker just had other plans, so chalk this one up to variance as we pick up checks. As we're blinded all in, essentially. Put the cherry on top. Beat me with the King 5. You won't. It won't. On the request line. Obviously, we're all in here with Jack 10 of diamonds up against Jack Deuce. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, literally. We were just talking about it. Fading chops, no chop. 10 deuce suited, we're all in. King 8 snaps. 41% to stay alive. No, we can't last forever. Couldn't make it last forever. The 10 deuce gives up the ghost. Feel like I deserved a glitch prize for that one, but that's not how it works. All right, our last cube sit and go here. Fires off right away. You're gonna limp, huh? Ace is better than this. Mostly raising. They might limp like ace 8, ace 9, which would be super annoying, but and of course, I mean, they might limp aces as well or whatever, right? But I think in the sit and goes, people don't really limp very strong hands as much as they do in MTTs. Neither one is like super prevalent. You just remember it a lot when they do it, right? Let me search. Wow, I made the money hit down here. 796 locked up. We're all in with ace 9 suited. Can't say I open Twitch up anymore. I've been rocking 16 tables nowadays. I know that's how the super grinders went for sure, man. When you're not around, I know why you're not around. It's because you literally don't have the bandwidth. Ace 9 versus 9-6, and I respect that. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind. You know that, man. You don't ever have to worry about that. I know you're always here for me and would put in a good word if anybody asked. You know, if was looking for somebody to make content or asked for an opinion of me, etc., etc. But yeah, I understand you gotta, like, if you're when you're really being a serious grinder, you sort of have to part ways with the Twitch viewership sometimes, just to be able to supremely focus, go Mamba mode, right? Two pair here. Clean river. Try to get some value, but whatever draw they busted is not looking us up. All right, let's get into the Benjamin probably. We did earn ourselves a ticket just a little bit ago. All right, so we are full. 6 tabling is as far as I go, AR Jeff, but I do stream as well, obviously, so that taps me out a little bit. I've thought about going up to 8. I'm no Aaron Baroni. I'm not going to be playing as many tables as he does anytime soon, I don't think, but respect the shit out of that guy, by the way. One of my favorite humans. He and I actually, after we met at WSOP, we've kept the line of communication open and talk pretty regularly via Twitter DMs, oddly enough, usually. But I know he plays a lot of tables despite streaming, which is a rare thing. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I think we call. I think this is like ace king more often than pairs bigger than our tens. It could be jacks, which would suck, but I feel like queens, kings, and aces are more likely to just flat this raise than jam over top of it. It's ace queen. Wow, jack's behind. What? Give me a 10. I have the only club. I need the 10 of hearts. Wow. That's insane. But we actually win a huge pot. Hold on, I didn't realize they had so few chips. Hold on, I moaned it in. What? How many chips did they have to start? I just saw that they only had 6 big blinds. Never mind, we're fucking Gucci. We're good as hell. I did not see that the stack depth there really. I guess it didn't matter for my evaluation of that hand, but. Running 2 cards territory here. We'll gem 10-6. Got 37% against ace 9. Flop a 10. Finish it off. Nice. Big spin. Big spin to end it. Min spin to end it. All right. So we played 1 ticket, and then we played 5 paid sit and go. So we were in for 50. The ticket got us glitch price, which was 250. We got 2 25s and a 20. So we won 72.50. We're in for 50, out for 72.50. All right, we are all in here with ace king, putting ourselves at risk. 2 players at risk. Ace king and king. Wow, king's limped. Ace. Wow, 2 3 flops, 2 pair. Oh my god, turns a boat. Turns a boat versus ace king and kings. All right, so we lost $1. And I think we got no bounties. Lost $1 on the brawl PKO. Yeah. All good. Insane. Reduce. Got us. I mean, we were dead versus the kings anyway, but. How many does he fire? Dude, I forget. I think he was telling me he plays like 20 tables while streaming. He was telling me, and it was like it was above 15. I think it was like he plays like 20 tables while streaming. I don't know if it's, I don't think it was in a Twitter DM. I think it was like when we went out to dinner at WSOP and he was telling me and I was like, you are insane. Yeah, he does like 20 to 25. The tweet that I'm reading right now says every Sunday I tell myself to stay under 25. If you streamed, it would be like 6 tables max. Yeah, like I can't. I just start, my decision making just starts to really suck at more than that. I'll check. Ace 9. Just got walked with aces. That is the worst. I'm gonna pot here with Queen 8, which is nice. You scary board. With you between my... Yeah, he does like 20 or more tables sometimes, I think, which is crazy. I just feel like I would not be able to say any words other than like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, other than literally just like stream of consciousness commentating my poker actions. I don't feel like I would be able to actually talk to chat whatsoever. Like there's, how does he ever look at messages in chat? I will say, I think volume wise, time wise, Baroni has grinded far, far more than me, just has many more years of poker under his belt. So maybe, I mean, maybe that's just all it is that so many actions are so automatic for him where I actually have to think about them. That he doesn't really have to stop and think about the poker actions. It's just like, this is the input, here's the output, execute, you know? I'm not sure, but I also think he might play some sessions where he plays and doesn't stream. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. When he said it, like I was like, "What are you really? How?" I got top and bottom pair here. Overbet the turn, just try to get stacks in on river if we can. Not very likely to do it, but want their bounty if we can get it. Like I'm looking at Baroni's past broadcasts, and he's streamed like a couple times in the past week, and I think he tries to grind most days. Although he had a kit now, so I don't know, it might be different. But it definitely could be the case that he plays tons of tables and then like starts to stream out up when he has less remaining. I don't really know though. Never really get to tune into his streams because they're like always while I'm either streaming or working. We have turned a set here after everybody checked flop. Golden brown. Yeah, he is one of the last remaining for sure. Betting our pocket fours here. I had a feeling everybody was just going to fold, considering nobody has chosen to bet at all yet. Wait. Queen Jack, Ace Jack. We get burned by King 10 when we do this, but King 10 shouldn't really be calling turn. Just trying to target the big two pair hands that made two pair there and can't fold. But I think that a lot of them bet out, so maybe we should go smaller. Maybe a lot of them just jam into us because they just can't. Are way too scared that we're going to check back. I don't know, it's weird when we have the lead there. It's fine. Getting smaller, probably fine too. Raising pocket nines here. Two callers. Undercard board. Just gonna jam flop to protect my hand. Could be scaring the hose there, but okay. Nice hand. Thank you. Ace King here we raise in the Grant. Player flats. Flop is Queen Jack Deuce. C-bet. Small sizing here. Quick fold from our opponent. Just jam here. We'll take our 43% versus ace 3. Get there. Give me your 3. Or an 8. That'll work. Bounty claimed. Mine. All right, we're free rolling the uppercut PKO now. $20 entry, $20 in bounties. Raise pocket fours down here. Flop is king 8-3. Show me a 3. It's an 8. Damn. Pocket 8's here. Bet small here on river with the ace-9. Rivered straight. Player calls. They had ace-queen. King Jack here. We call the all in. Up against Ace Deuce. We have 40% here to scoop a bounty. Flop a king, but they've got a diamond draw. Got him. 40% is working out for us. Now we are guaranteed profitable in this tournament. We've locked up 25 in for 20. And still cruising. We want to get mo. Baby. Let's call the king 6 of spades here. Flop flush draw. Turn the nut flush. Sadly, they both fold. What about checking to give them a little rope there? It wouldn't be the worst thing, but I think it just leads to like them checking back river a ton. I mean, we could just check raise jam. Maybe they call off. But jam and a rejam here. We're out of there with king 5. 10s versus 5s. The 5's at risk. 5 in the window though. Despite us holding the other one. Bro hit the one outer. Ace king, come on. Rage jam. Love to see it. ISO with the ace king. Ace king versus king queen. 74% here to walk away with another bounty. Fading the jacks and the queens. Faded. We keep on scooping, baby. $30 in bounties now. Raise king jack. Here we get 2 callers. Flop is queen 10-3. Blocking too much of like what I want them to have as draws. Jack 9 one time. Ace jack. We block it, but it's like the one hand we can actually bet out that would call us on flop. It's so annoying. King 6 here. It's complete here with 5-4 suited. With a bottle of Jack. Ben win post. AC with the A7, just going after the bounty. A7 versus Ace4. We start ahead. And we're likely to finish that way as well. Very nice. Another bounty as the A7 knocks out the Ace4 right before the break. We've now locked up $35 in bounties in this 20 as we sit 2 of 20. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Back and still grinding for tabling here on BetRivers Poker. Like a hurricane. Defend ace 3 here in the Grant. Jam turn. Bet flop here with ace king. Fold, I guess. Check calling river here. Nice. King 10 here. We'll bet flop. They fold. Like I'm supposed to do. Trey's here in the Benjamin. Bada base, no trouble. They'll fold. Defend ace jack here. Show up. No, mom. Game, but she broke her vows. Raising aces there. Oh, hold on. We're getting jammed on. We've got aces here in the Grant. Any rejammers? Obviously, we're calling here aces versus eights. 80%. Oh man, 4 to the straight. We need an 8 for a chop with the river. The 8s crack the aces and the grants. Brutal. Brutal scenes. We'll see bet here with queen 9 suited. They're going to instantly jam on us. We fold. 3 of 15 here. See, these people's ears broke up when I begin to spaz with the pin. All in here with pocket queens for 10 bigs. Cool. I mean, we wanted the double, but still, we're in the pot at least. Should just jam pre, but didn't, and then we moved on from there. Pocket jacks, we're all in. We bet kings down here. Ace in the flop. Thankfully, we take it down here post flop. Jacks just got through. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To the next, I can't change. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's raise here the ace four of spades. Raise here with pocket eights. Still 3 of 14 here. Gonna be 9 places paid. We've got plenty of bounties to our name. Ace 7 here, we flats. Cutoff raise, button flat, we call as well. That's enough for me to be the fuck out of here. It's a big fucking raise, holy hell. Like you and me. Call with ace 10 here. We're up against king 9 with 64%. Fading spades. Got him in the Benji. $18-29 here. Take a man to the dance floor. Let's raise here with aces. High call up against 10-9. Don't do it. Another bounty comes our way as the 10-9 just jams on a board that, to be fair, definitely favors them, but they weren't getting us to fold the aces. Got $40 in bounties now. Somebody has $82.50 in bounties? What the fuck? Player at the other table has $82.50 in bounties. How? Thought I was doing like really well here. King Jack here. Big blind's a little problematic. The flat here. Still good calls from worse jacks here. Or better jacks. Fucking ace jack. God damn it. We know it's thin, but we did not really expect to have against ace jack that does not put like shoveling in more chips there at some point. Bit surprising. Might have lost if they decided to shovel it in though. So kind of glad they didn't. Memories. Okay, good luck us. We're all in here with ace king. This player raised to 7. Ace king versus a king queen. Got him. Pretty much a full double. We were very close in chip stack there. We're all in for a very short stack here. 8.75 bounty on offer. And I still miss you. All right, we're all in down here, folks. 27 big blinds. Raising a flat. 27 is going to go all in the Benjamin with ace king. They all fold. Close, and we could maybe jam that one too. Raising get through with ace 10 of hearts. Here we're 3 of 10, approaching the money. Hand for hand. This is the other table. Back to my table, still on the money bubble here, not the FT bubble yet. So 9 would make the money, 8 make the final table. Got something for us. But yeah, this is the guy at the other table with freaking like $90 in bounties. What's he got? $95 in bounties. We have 40 in second. Bow, bow. All right, that hand ends at the other table, so we're back to ours where it's a monotone board. Pot size bet on the monotone board of 4 ways seems pretty strong. Minimum ace-high flush draw. Could just be a flopped baby flush. Ace jack of hearts, we're gonna just jam. Just a little bit. ISO with the king 8. Unfortunately, they have king 10. Clubs though? Clubs though? Damn. 10 plays. Nice hand. Nice hand. They're all in. Sixes versus deuces at the other table. If the deuces win, we make the money. I need one of the 2 remaining deuces though. No, they both make a flush. Player doubles. Ace queen here. This player's not done this really over many hands. Spooky. They just fucking yeet. Alright, so at least ace king, like they fucking love their hand. Good god. God, I wish I had ace 4 suited right there. So bad. All in here with 10-3. Of course, they have a pair. Yikes. 3. King 7 checks and we jam into them. They got us in the grant. When we catch a piece, we just have to go with. I mean, we would have went with it even if they bet blind versus blind when we're that shallow. I think so. Is what it is. I mean, the big one in the grant was we lost aces to 8s for like a very pivotal pot. Other table still playing out here. Let's raise here. Check back here versus the blind. Pair aces and jacks here. I think we do jam turn. I'm just gonna call. Jam river. Oh my god, no! What a fucking river, dude. Oh my god, they rivered Broadway. At least they snapped me off. Didn't make me fucking... Didn't slow roll the shit out of me after rivering the nuts. If we jam turn, they just fold and we pick up the pot. Instead, we decided to keep the trap going. We trapped ourselves. God, they freaking hit their gut shot on the river. Queen 10 drills the magical king. Two pair less than a straight. We're back in the Benjamin though. Ugh, that was rough. We satellited in on our first bullet of the Benjamin at least, I guess. But that was rough. Wow, not as rough as this though. And two pair, bottom two pair against top two pair in the uppercut. To go out in 10th and not get paid. Wow. He did win 27.50. He was in for 27.50, so made 7.50, but raise over the big sizing is always a little scary, but we're still going to do it here on a board that heavily favors us. Take that one down. The world is up for grabs. Waiting for this table here. Let's raise here with 6-5 of diamonds. Fine. You win. Raise Queen Jack. We take it down. Seven three here. We're 5 of 9, just bleeding a little bit in the uppercut PKO streets. One big blind into 10. It gets raised. We would have made a straight. Queen 8 is out of there to the set of fives. And we come into the final table now, 6 of 8 with a guaranteed 24.73. We've already locked up $40 in bounties, so we're out for 64 so far, but we want to try to climb these ladders and get these bounties. Any big bounties relative to stack? Not really. Yeah. Not a huge disparity between like bounty and stack anywhere. Honestly, ours is the biggest disparity, right? We got 27 big blinds on a $25 bounty. People are salivating over us, to be honest. All right. We said they'd be salivating over us. Let's give them something to salivate over. We got ace king all in here versus ace 8 and queen 8. We got 54% here to get a bounty and a triple up essentially. And that's 100% on the turn. We got it. All of a sudden we vault into the chip lead. That's the power of having a big bounty relative to our stack. We know they're going to hunt us wide and we reap the benefits. Whip, whip, wow, no, no, no. Down here, we raise ace, king, button calls, and big blind calls. We're gonna check. And we're gonna check fold. Calls you on the phone. Don't you feel like riding? You are, you are, you are. Full determine the upsize. My bullet, you die as soon as I pull it. Whips money in a thing. Aces versus tens versus ace deuce. Tens flop a set. We're off to the break, folks. Whoa! Aces revert a better set for the whole pot. All right, we'll be right back. Chip leaning here in the uppercut PKO, trying to take it down and trying to keep spinning things here in the Benjamin on bullet 2. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Getting ready to jump back in. Chip leading the uppercut PKO, trying to take that one down, and working on the Hamilton and the Benjamin. Let's do this. Let's raise the King Jack here. Huh. Here. Interesting. Nine, 6, 3 on the flop. Still gonna bet as the chip lead here. We're uncapped. Six, 5 here. The 5 of diamonds. Come on. Old. Doubles here, ace 9 through ace 4 on the PKO FT. All in here with ace queen. Flipping with pocket fives for a bounty. Flop an ace. Hold. Pocket fives decided go for it. They lose the flip. We improve our chips lead even more. Now locked up 52.50 in the bounties and 29.35 in the cash. I want this guy right here. That guy. I wanted that guy. 9, there's ace 6. Ace 6 flops the ace. Reverse 2 pair unnecessarily. Knocks out a bounty. It's a ladder for us. Still 1 of 5. For one big blind, I'll call. Can beat ace 10. See bet here. Check's good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pocket sevens here. Fuck it, Mullen. Raise the ace deuce. Fold the old 10 deuce. Slim the king jack. Well, Sort of wish we'd raised pre. Maybe it's just about the same difference. Lines are going up soon, which as the chip later is good for us, especially in a bounty tournament where the chips can get in easier post flop. And we don't have the pressure on us. All in here. Sevens versus King, Jack, and 8-5. Of hearts. Yikes. Alright, GG. That's a good spot, though. We raised fives here. We checked back in King 9 Queen. They bet turn. We folded. Ace 7, not good enough to just call an open jam here, I don't think, for a small bounty. Done got hip to your jaw. Slipping and sliding. Gonna need some help in the Benjamin. Move that over there. All right, just the two tables remaining. Jack deuce here. Limped pot. Oh, player knocked out the other player here. I wasn't folding, sir. You thought about betting river. I wasn't folding. All right, four-handed, and we were pretty deep kind of for the moment, but blinds will go up in a little under 3 minutes and change that. I need this massive bounty in my life. I need it. In the Benjamin, we see queens go up against jacks. Queens hold. Wake up. I'll grab a brush, put a little makeup. That's good. Shake up. Here you go. Create another fable. You wanted to. You wanted to. You wanted to. You wanted to. In my self-righteous suicide, I'm trying an injustice. Raising here with Queen 10-0. Both small and big blind call. Check. Sure. Probably just fold a 10 here. We're in dire straits here in the Benjamin folks. Come on. Raise here with ace 10. Small blind calls. 10-eye board. We'll barrel all on the turn. Take it down. Still 1 of 4 here. I refolded our king 8, ace 7 versus ace jack. Don't talk to me. I don't know, king 8 here. Maybe we should have just jammed, but how about a king 9? How about a set of 4s up here? Raise, they fold. I hate this guy limping all the time. Like I want to raise, but like I just have not had any hands that even make sense to do it like as a bluff. No blockers, no nothing. To raise from the small blinds, they just gets away with like limping to a ton of pots. That's a huge bet. We'll fold. Pocket jacks, we raise. And here we're all in. 10-9 offsuit. Pocket jacks here. Raising a 3-bet. We're not involved here. Flop is jack 4-4. Ace of spades we would call. Ace 9 we're just gonna fold here. Ace 9 with a 9 of spades, not the ace of spades. Just gonna fold. I'm afraid to go. Still alive here in the Benjamin. King 4, we're gonna fold though. Raise an ace 10. See bet on queen 6, 7. We'll take it down. Am I immediately going to regret raising wide here? I was like, oh, we'll raise a little wide. We immediately get 3-bet. We'll just fold. Not going to throw good money after bad. Ace deuce of spades here. Value bet our 2 pair, and we'll get the call. Ace 8 versus ace 6 here. We call a very small jam. They had less than us, and they flop a 6. We need a 7, an 8, or a spade. None of that comes. Wow. That's a death by 1,000 cuts type of situation in the Benjamin now. We lost, but we didn't lose all our chips. We only had like 4 fucking big blinds. I call. Bluff catch with 10. Oh, you have a king. Wow. You value bet his king. They never bluff, man. They never bluff. Pocket 9s, we'd stack off for the big bounty here 100% of the time. Absolutely, we would go for it, but we don't get the chance. Man, I don't want one of these other stacks to be able to claim this bounty. I'm miffed that they're the shortest. I want to be the only one that covers them. Jack 8 is like not that far off here, but we are going to fold it, I think. It might just be a roll the dice type of thing. It's really close. Decided not to. May end up regretting it. Getting it through. Complete and a check from the big blind here. Check on the flop. Take a walk. All right, all in here with king queen. Raising here with king jack. Limp jam from queen jack. 73% to win this big bounty and ladder. Come on. We swap outs. No diamonds. Yes! Let's go. We got $65 plus a $56 ladder. And we like tripled up here in the Benjamin with king queen over ace 9. Queen on the river. Boom. Jam here after a limp with ace 9. All right, we've locked up 97.92 plus 118 in bounties here. I don't know. Your limping shit has got to stop right fucking now, okay? Ace 9 versus 8s. We flip for a bounty and to get heads up with a massive chip lead. Ace or a 9. Come on. Ace or a 9. Don't do it. Ace or a 9. Damn it. Pocket 8 limp trap. That's fine. I mean, we end up flipping. We're happy to flip for the bounty and the ladder. They probably feel like a genius for trapping me, but at the end of the day, it was just a flip. All right, let's see if the 8s can work for us. Down here in the Benjamin, we're going to be all in for 9 bigs with pocket 8s. Raising here with 6-3. We're bluff ISOing. They're gonna call. Oh my god. We flop a straight. This is crazy. Our hand's so disguised. Oh my god. What is this run out, dude? Target 7s will raise. They fold. All in down here with king queen after a limp. It's a little bit weird. They limp off of 10. I don't know. I still think we jam king queen, but not absolutely loving this. Limp calls ace 9. We beat an ace 9 with king queen already once here in the Benjamin. Can we do it again? King or a queen? Not coming on the river this time. Ace 9 limp calls. Okay. Down to 1. We're just here in the uppercut PKO. Obviously, we are going to see it through. Hopefully see it through to the win. Yeah, we're going to be profitable in this session no matter what here with just the cash coming for us in this one, but hopefully we'll take it down and secure a tidy little profit. We're in for 240 tonight. Right now we're out for about 300. Ew. Fold river, I think. Check. Yeah. I'm not giving you another cent, my friend. Thought they were playing that like they had a jack, essentially, even before the 3 hit on the river. Check. Call. You there? Alright, so this guy's sitting out now. That's gonna be weird. I got a call, I think. King 9 suited will flip with 7s for a $20 bounty and to get heads up. Oh my god. How? As in. Sheesh. Guy's gonna come back and have the chip lead after timing out. Check calling the turn. Oh my god, you're overbetting? What the fuck? They turn straight. I knew it. I knew it, and I knew they wouldn't be able to let go of it if they had it. Now, what the fuck do I do here? All right, we played against this guy heads up a ton, so like I'm gonna use my full time bank like 3 times. And then after that, I'm not just gonna sit here forever. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't like winning this way, but I'm not gonna sit here and use the full time bank literally every time. We're gonna use it here. Like, I have no idea. It's already been like 5 minutes. I have no idea how long this person is gonna take to come back. It feels grody doing this, but I'm gonna use my full time bank 3 times, and then we're just gonna move on with our lives and start hitting the raise button like relatively normal cadence. It's like, doesn't feel right, but like, am I just gonna sit here my full time bank every single time? Feels like 3 full time banks is reasonable. Definitely not going to be a clippable win, though. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna use my full time bank every time it's my turn to act first, until the break, to give him this time and then the whole break to come back. And then after that, if he's still sitting out when we come back from the break, we're just going. Trying to do the right thing. I don't like, in the spirit of competition, I don't really like just winning like this. So we'll try to give him a chance to come back. We've locked up like almost 300 now in this tournament. Locked up 220 in wins total plus 143 here, so like 363, and then there's all this left. All right, we're gonna wait the whole bank here. Hey, you're back. Hi. You're welcome for waiting. Yeah, I think just jam ace-9. Ace-9 versus jack-5. They just are tilted that they lost most of their chips, I guess. Ace-9 versus jack-5 for the win. Okay, we won't be taking the break. We'll just be winning it right here. Wow, they just ship it in with the jack-5, and we're good with the ace-9 for 448 total, including $305 in bounties. A masterful performance, honestly. Like, we just dominated that that tournament on the tables that we were on the entire way through. Won a ton of bounties on the final table. $448, which means that today we are up 290. We're in for 240, out for $530. So plus 290 on the session. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in. I think Dr. Dad Poker might have some spots, so we are going to send you over to him. I'm going to raid Dr. Dad, show some love to Dan in his stream. I probably will not stream tomorrow. I may. I've got another got another obligation tomorrow in the evening, which may preclude me from streaming, but I may stream, so we'll see. It'll be a little bit TBD. You may see me fire up a stream tomorrow night. You may not. But either way, I'll be back again here on the BetRivers Felt sometime soon. If I'm not live tomorrow, the next stream will either be tomorrow or we'll be live, I think, Thursday, January 1st. I think we will be live on New Year's Day, not New Year's Eve. Thank you so much for being here, though. And yeah, show some love over in Dr. Dad's stream. I'll catch you next time. Good night, everybody. Peace. Later.